Hey everyone, just wanted to talk about characters a bit. So I got these two characters, I've actually bought them on TurboSquid. And the cool thing about these characters are they're already rigged, so that means that if I go into pose mode and I move around with this, you see it's already rigged. So that saves me a lot of time, right? When I want to post them within my scene. And probably some of you are thinking, I don't want to invest any money in this or whatever, but keep in mind that most of your favorite artists, they don't spare any expense. They just want to have the top quality. And another thing about this is that I can reuse these characters for multiple image in the future. So that also saves me a lot of time and effort. But let's say you have a character, but it's not rigged. So how would we approach that? So one way to do that is, let me show you an example here. So let's say your character is like this, right? But it's not rigged. So there's this cool add-on called Auto Rig Pro. And let me show you guys how this works. So what you do is you select the character, you select the get selected objects, and then you add a neck. So here's the neck. You add a chin somewhere around here, shoulders somewhere around here, add wrist, add spinal somewhere here, add ankles, and then what you do is you do go. So it's going to take a bit, but patience is a virtue. All right. I don't know what happened there, but this is what we have so far. So first, second thing we do is we're going to match the rig. And this is what we have so far. So if you look at it now, if I press rotation, it doesn't do anything, right? That's because we have to connect both of them. So what you do is you select everything. You go to skin. And usually this is turned off, but so split parts is when your characters is in different parts, like the arm and the head and the leg are in separate parts. But usually what I like to do is when it's one object, I just press on voxelize and then I press on bind. So preserve volume, bind. Again, wait a minute. So if we go to pose mode right now, and if we select this, we press rotation, all of a sudden it's rigged. So let's say you have like a ZBrush character or whatever that you made and you want to rig it real quick and pose it real quick, but without doing all the hassle of retopologize or whatever, This is a great, quick way of doing it. Another quick way of posing your character is we're going to do it through a website. Before we do that, I want to talk about something real quick. So let's say you have your character right like this and it's already or there's already amateur on it and you don't want the amateur. Usually when you select this one and you press X and you delete it, this is what happens. So it's recalculating the location, which we don't want, right? So another quick way of doing that is, let me just select everything again, put it on the side, is you have to go, because these two are parented to each other. So what you're doing is you select the character. What you do is you right click and then you go to parent and then clear and keep transformation. And right now, if we move it or delete it, it keeps the transformation of the character. All right, before we start posing the character, what we need to do is we're going to separate everything, every part of the body. So the head, the body, the pants and everything. And the quick way to do that is you just select it here on the right side, and then you press P for selection, and then again body, P for selection, select, P for selection, and so on. All right then, so far so good. So everything is in a separate model. That's great. So what we do now is you select everything, You go to File, Export, OBJ, and then what you have to do is selection only, so it only selects this girl and not the other one next to it. And then you export the OBJ. All right, I think it's good. And then what I need you to do is you go to your internet browser and type in mixamo.com and log into your Adobe account. And then after that, what you do is you press upload character. You select the character that you had. Select character. So for us, that's Army Girl, 3D object, it's this one. And then you open it. All right then. And then you do next, and you do the same exact thing as the simplify rig that I showed previously. So chin where the chin is, where the wrist is, where the elbows are, the knees, and the groin. The groin, lad. And then you press next, and you wait for a minute or two. All right then, look at that. So what it did for us is it just auto-rigged our complete character. And that saves us a lot of time. So we press next. That's it. And then now here you can actually search for animation that you're looking for. So let's say we type in soldier. All these poses, you see. You just press on it and you get a preview. And let's say within the pose you just only want like a partial of the pose, right? Cool way to do that is, let's say this one, right? And we want her to stop somewhere around here. So you just have to trim the total frames on the right side. Like this, something like this. And then what you do after is you download FBX, all good. All right, we go back to our OBJ file or our Blender file. Let's import the character. And the cool thing about this is you can just, select it from here and drag it in. Import FBX. And now it's imported. And this is the reason why I separated all the parts, because now we pose the character, right, but I want the textures to be at the same place as well. So what we have to do is, all we have to do is just select the face, select that face, press Ctrl L, materials, oh wait, the other way around, you select that one and then this one, materials, and there you have it, there's the face. Same goes for the body, materials, and this happened because we only need the body texture on this model. Oh wait. There you go. Same goes for the hair. And also the gloves. So for the top part, and the pants, material, and also the shoes. Just call the boots here. And there you have it, your character is posed. And the cool thing about this is, even if we go to this one and then we press, make it like this, we select the amateur, we go to pose mode, and you can still adjust the pose as you see fit. See that? All right then. See you in the next